I went to the bathroom and now my back is healed. Sounds crazy, I know, but it's true. I'm going to share a testimony of how I actually got healed. It sounds crazy, but I'm going to share this story because it's for somebody, and hopefully people get the same kind of testimony as what I've had in my life. So from a very young age in my life, 45 right now actually, and from like 13 on in my life I've been in back pain. It started with ingrown toes, that several surgeries and 3 years of limping that created habits of limping and favoring one side of my back, which then eventually at age 16 I started going to a chiropractor, which the chiropractor was like, "You're way too young to be here." He called them my oil tune-ups. And it got so bad that sometimes I would work out, and then if I stopped for a day, I would fall down to the ground with nerve pain. It would pinch nerves. It got so bad that even one time I went to put my daughter, Aubrey was about 2, into her car seat, and my back jolted. I fell to the ground and almost dropped her. I dropped her into the car seat, thank goodness. But it was super frustrating, and I was willing to try anything to get my back healed. And so from, who knows, ages 20 on, Aubrey was born later in life at 25, 26. And from I tried all kinds of things, chiropractors, different kinds of chiropractors. And then I would be in meetings, like conferences, and the pastor would describe the symptoms I had and said it's a word of knowledge, and I would go up front and get prayed for. I remember my dad praying for me several times. I really tried everything, spiritual and everything natural I thought I could do. It felt impossible. And so much so that every day I just was so mad that I'm always in pain. Since I can remember, every day I was in pain. Some sort of pain, mostly back pain. And I couldn't figure it out. And so one day I had a different chiropractor who practiced like Eastern medicine. He didn't just treat your back, he would treat your organs of your body. And he was trying some new training, and he was using muscle testing, which is just simply like using your arm, pushing your arm down. If it gets weak, that means that one of the questions he asks is getting close to something that's going on. Nothing spiritual about it, just natural muscles get weak when your body's trying to tell you something. And so he said, "Can I try something I'm learning and see? Because I have a feeling your back is not, it's more, there's something more going on." I was like, absolutely. I felt Holy Spirit say yes. So I'm like, okay, yeah, let's try it. So he tested. He goes, "Listen, I want to test he said, I want to treat your kidneys and your liver." So he gave me some vitamins, and I started taking these vitamins, and I noticed my back feeling a little better. It didn't get all the way better, but something changed. And at the same time, my wife was in lots of back pain, and she was researching and doing researches on cleanses. And I said, I just took this medicine, and at the time, we were both practicing inviting Holy Spirit to lead us and to find solutions for things that we were struggling with. And we still do that today. I felt this book was something, this cleanse book that she was reading. I was like, she goes, "It's really overwhelming. There's a lot to this book." And I don't know what to pick. I was like, well, let's just ask Holy Spirit to highlight what's the most important. And so we ended up doing a 30-day cleanse where we had so much salad and some fruit, some apples, and I think figs was the treat. And we did lots of juicing. I think we were spending like $20 a day on like celery and different things to juice. And as farther along we got to go, we had some potatoes, but no meat, no dairy, no sugar, no grains. About towards the end of it, I was on a call with someone. This is the embarrassing part, but I was on a call with someone, and I didn't want to let them know I was on the toilet while I was on the call with them, so I didn't flush the toilet. And I left the room, forgot about the toilet. Danny went to use the bathroom and looked in the toilet, which she likes to do, even if she always wants me to check my own poo out. Well, she checked it out, and she's like, "What the heck is this?" And she tells me that there's this thing in my poop. Like, I had like this red looking thing that looked like a centipede without without feet or legs, and maybe some little eggs next to it. It was gross. I didn't even want to see it. I'm like, I don't need to see it. It's fine. Well, she looked it up, and it was called a liver fluke. And basically, I had gotten rid of something, and I'm like, she thought some animal, a little critter, just fell in there. It was about 2 inches long, and anyways, it was interesting. And so after that, I noticed my back didn't hurt anymore, and I actually have since then not had back pain. The only time I ever have back pain is like a normal back pain. I worked out too hard or did an extra long run or bike ride or something, and I'm sore, but it's normal sore. So much so that it's been about 4 years now. I still don't have that kind of back pain. I've never fallen into the ground from nerve endings hitting or jolting my discs or back, what I thought it was. Nothing like that since then. Matter of fact, while I'm throughout the week, there are often times I just think about it, and I still feel the relief and gratitude of no pain. I was so used to being in pain for at least around 30 years of my life. I was always in pain every day, and I don't have pain every day. I have normal older pain. I'm 45 years old. It gets you get in pain, right? So, anyways, the point of this story is I thought I had tried everything practical. I thought I had tried everything supernatural, but nothing worked. And it did feel impossible. It felt like that in my mind. It felt like that in my pain. But the truth is Holy Spirit was leading Danny and I to learn how to follow Holy Spirit super and naturally. It's both super and natural. And so I have been healed by going to the bathroom. How do you get liver flukes, by the way? So sorry, just a little side note. You get liver flukes, which is very rare. It almost never happens in the U.S. Some critters get it. Some animals like sheep and some other things get it. It's usually in third world countries. You usually get it from eating raw meat, mostly fish, or water that's unprocessed. Well, I grew up in the mountains, and we had creek water. And as a kid, I'm sure my parents told me not to drink the water, but I did. I drank creek water. I like the taste of creek water. It's clean. It doesn't smell like bleach. It's amazing tasting. Well, it's likely there's something got in my system, and it grew for that long. How long that little thing was, that fluke was, means it's been there for at least 20 years in my body. So it had been growing, and it gets inside your liver, and it like just sucks, drains, like it's like hurting and draining. So anyways, I got delivered and free. I got a testimony of healing because God guided us to do a cleanse, and that's how my healing came. And I believe that's what God is doing today. I believe God's asking us to follow Holy Spirit in a different way. And if you think you've tried everything for your breakthrough, you think you've tried everything for healing, that doesn't mean it's not going to happen. There's maybe Holy Spirit's trying to lead you in a different way. There is no way. I've never heard this testimony from anybody else. I just felt led by Holy Spirit to actually share this story. It's been 4 years or so now. And it's a very unique testimony, but I believe there's people out there that are struggling, and they feel like they've done everything. They feel trapped. They've tried everything practical, everything supernatural, and it hasn't worked. But I'm suggesting that ask Holy Spirit to guide you. It's super and natural. We had to do a cleanse that was hard for 30 days, but we followed what Holy Spirit told us to do, and we got miraculously healed that way. So bless you. I pray right now that Holy Spirit would guide you and lead you to the testimony that He wants to lead you in, whether that be an emotional breakthrough, a physical breakthrough, healing, relational healing, whatever it is that you're seeking God on. I ask right now that Holy Spirit would speak to you, prompt you, and lead you into finding the truth and getting completely miraculously healed, just like with me. All right, bless you.